Welcome back to another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name's TJ. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm not going to talk about Afghanistan in this segment. It hasn't gone away. It's still messed up as ever. Every day you're reading more news reports as to how vertically fornicated it is, to use politically correct terms. But Afghanistan serves as an example of why we need more people in what I'm going to refer to as the Trump column. All the more reason we got to have more people in the Trump column. This past August, Herschel Walker filed papers to run for the 2022 Georgia Senate seat election. He's endorsed by Donald Trump. If he wins in the primary, he will run against Democrat Raphael Warnock, a guy who currently holds the seat given last year's electoral anomalies, we'll say. Mitch McConnell and the Republican leadership is not endorsing Herschel Walker. Here we go again with the DC elites. They're hell-bent on this high road to defeat. More frustration in that regard. I have a suspicion why, or this is one of my suspicions. There is history with Herschel Walker. He had a messy divorce, and his ex-wife is accusing him of making threats to her. Don't know how true this is. All I can say is there's two sides to every story. And to my knowledge, he was never charged or anything. So these are just allegations that one could use in a smear tactic. Donald Trump's endorsing Herschel Walker, so I got to think Donald Trump has the inside scoop on what that situation involves. Unlike Mac, I am not a sports aficionado. I wasn't sure what all the hubbub was about Herschel Walker. I knew he was a really good football player, but that's all I knew about Herschel Walker. So I did a little bit of research on him. I was surprised to find out that he's a mixed martial artist, and he credits training in martial arts for keeping him in peak condition to play football. I never knew that. Makes sense. I mean, in martial arts, you're doing high kicks and everything else, so that's got to play a part in avoiding tackles, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, he's I guess he's a stud in kung fu or something. Anyways, Herschel Walker. In 1982, he won the Heisman Trophy. He began his football career in the USFL, United States Football League, playing for the New Jersey Generals. He then proceeded to the NFL, where he played for the Dallas Cowboys, Minnesota Vikings, Philadelphia Eagles, and New York Giants. He's got some impressive stats. I talked to Mac about it because I wanted to make sure these stats that I found were accurate, and they I guess they are. 8,225 rushing yards, 61 rushing touchdowns, 4,851 receiving yards, and 21 receiving touchdowns. If what I read is correct, and I know if's a big two-letter word, but if what I read is correct, he is the only player to gain over 4,000 yards three ways: rushing, receiving, and kickoff return. In the same season, he had a 90-plus yard run, a 90-plus yard reception, and a 90-plus kickoff return. And in December 14th, 1986, in the same game, he had an 84-yard touchdown run and an 84-yard touchdown reception. The guy sounds like a stud if you ask me. So as I mentioned, Donald Trump's supporting him. as to whether or not some of these allegations about him are correct or not, I guess I'll be the political pragmatist and say, you know what? We just need another guy in the Trump column, and that's all there is to it. I mentioned Afghanistan, you know, fuel, gasoline, all of the above. You know, we need someone in the Trump column. Okay. The reason why I mention that is Georgia, just like Michigan, it sounds like they have their DC cronyism. Who's next in line for the office? And that's what frustrates me about Michigan here. You know, we run these nobody candidates because they're the next in line. I will always say Bob Dole was the nominee when he ran for president because he was the next in line. You know, I'm just tired of losing to the Democrats to the next in line Republican, okay? And that's what the DC is. That's what the Republican DC establishment trying to do in Georgia, okay? Phooey with the high road. We got to stop these Democrats. Anyone who disagrees with me, feel free to admonish me in the comments below. And to you sports enthusiasts and fans, if my stats are wrong, please correct me. I would sure hate to be giving out inaccurate information in this video, so have at it, you guys. So I don't know, I guess that's it for this one. That's it for this segment, and I have Precious here. Precious is the cat that we rescued when she was 2 weeks old, and she is about 14 and a half months old now. So she's going to want down now. She was distracting me during this segment, and so I thought I'd introduce her to you guys. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.